everything is fogged up today. They said that there are cougars in the area, which is exciting, I think. Right? Like, I like seeing wildlife out in its natural habitat and not in a zoo. And I do want to see a bear, and I do want to see cougars, and I have seen them here. But it's been like from the safety of my car as we were driving through like hiking areas. Thank God, right? So like, we watched this report on how to deal with like a panther or a cougar if you saw one out in the wild, like for a hike, because we literally live in the redwoods. Here. Like, you can just see my film thing, but like we live in the redwoods. So you have to be aware of what to do, and the expert said that never run away from them, because cougars' bodies are designed to chase things that run. So I asked my kid, like, okay, if we are hiking and you're a little bit ahead of me and I can't get to you in time and you see a cougar, what do you do? And he's like, I take off running, Mom. No, kid, no. So we talked about that, and we do, when we hike, we do carry a knife with us just in case. I wouldn't want to actually hurt an animal or get that close, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Last week, so 2 weeks ago, on the 6th, I found out that my dad's second wife died. And like in a previous post, I talked about like how I felt about that and how I wasn't really sure how I should feel about that. And like, I have kind of stayed out of contact with their family because of things that happened, and like 10 people in their family have died. And that's upsetting. It's like, holy crap, like what's been going on? Like I knew about the oldest brother that had died, but I didn't know that the second brother had died, and I didn't know that his daughter had died. And to me, that's always like really, really sad when, like, she was an adult, she was 20 when she passed away. But it's always really sad when someone that's like just starting out in life dies. It's like, have you even really had a chance to live? So I kind of took some time working from home last week while I processed through things like that, because when there's a death like that, even if it's not the actual person, like it can be very triggering. Like, somebody in the building, their son committed suicide, and we were talking about just death and like grieving and the grieving process, and like when you have that kind of death in your life, you can feel hopeless. And like, she verbalized that she felt like she completely messed up being a parent. Like, what did I do wrong? Like, I failed as a parent. Like, I completely messed But nobody talks about like what actually happens to a body when it dies. Except for this one shaman that I read a book on his. It's called As the Last Leaf Falls. But he is a mortician and a shaman in Scotland. And he talks about like the different stages of death. And that it actually takes time. And I read his book after my dad passed away. Because he talks about things that other people don't have that perspective because they're not morticians. His name is Chris, and I can't think of his last name. But he is a gay man from Scotland and a mortician, and he is very enlightening, very smart. I love the way that he puts words together and like the imagery that you get from it. Anyways, I think the book's only like $8, so it would be worth checking out if that's important to you. But my phone's having an issue now. Like in our American culture, we don't really talk about what death looks like and what it like when a body dies, it doesn't just instantly die. Like there is a dying process that happens, and I shared about how like when my dad died, they had cleaned him up. Like I had been there all weekend, and he passed away, and I got a call that he had passed away, and the home health nurse had cleaned him up. And I kind of, like, they gave me a moment to be with him in the room by himself. And, like, I leaned in to kiss his face, and air escaped his mouth. And I went through this, like, instant denial process of, like, this isn't real. Like, somebody is playing a sick kind of joke on me. Because I had no concept that a human body takes time to die. Like a human body takes time to, that's annoying. Stupid phone. Checking me or not, friends. And I think that, like, that might help people in the grieving process to understand that that is a normal part of dying. That your physical body takes a little bit of time to actually die, and like that air escaping his lips was actually really, really normal. And because I had no awareness of it, it was more traumatizing when it happened. I had no super bright. I had no concept of that could actually happen. So it's still like it did bring up a lot of stuff with my own dad. It led to conversation that brought up like really strong emotions, and luckily I have a job, and I spoke with supervisors who approved me being able to work from home, so that I could kind of like cry if I needed to and not be in front of other people, because that's kind of not probably work appropriate to be bawling my eyes out at work. Like I just would never wish the death of a child on anyone. It is horrible, and my heart goes out to Amanda and to their whole family.